Hi, this is John Frazier with Simms Fishing Products, and today we're going to talk about nets. A couple of years ago, Simms released the Daymaker net in both the medium and the small size. Recently, we added the Daymaker boat net to the family. All three of these net frames are built from a super lightweight, durable carbon composite, a material and construction that will most likely outlive the life of your net bag. With that said, the purpose of this video is to walk you through the step-by-step process of how you can replace your net bag on all three types of Daymaker nets. The same method applies to all three nets with a couple of nuances. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have the right size net bag for your net. For example, the Daymaker landing net small, you're going to use a 9-inch molded bag. The Daymaker landing net medium, you're going to use a 17-inch molded bag. Now for the Daymaker boat net, you're going to use a 19-inch bag, but that is going to be a coated mesh bag. All three replacement options come equipped with the needle and the thread required to swap out the old bag with the new bag. All right, so now we are going to show you the process of swapping out the coated mesh net bag that's used on the Daymaker boat net. Make sure that you have the 19-inch coated mesh bag. You are going to want to remove the old net bag from the frame. So you're going to cut the thread in the two spots where it's knotted on the exterior of the base of the frame. Once those two knots are cut, you can simply pull out the remaining thread. Take one end of your thread and pass it through the eye of the needle. Next, you're going to attach the new net bag to the frame. Now, unlike the molded net bags on the medium and small nets, it does matter where you start with the coated mesh bag for the Daymaker boat net. As you can see, there is a seam on the net bag here, and you want this seam to be aligned with the center of the bottom of the net hoop. Thread the needle and thread through the first grommet in the net frame from the outside to the inside. Now, here's the nuance. You're going to want to pass the needle and thread through the center of the net bag binding tape and then back through the grommet to the outside of the net frame. And now you're going to want to continue this process and make sure you go through each grommet as you work your way around the net frame. Make sure the binding tape is sitting flat to the frame and it's not loose or wrinkled. Just like before, we're going to leave ourselves about 3 to 4 inches of a tag in as we weave around the net. Once you've made it around the entire net frame, you will want to tie a knot at the spot where you started weaving. To do that, take the excess thread that's coming out of the first grommet and bring it above the next grommet up. Tie a simple half hitch above the grommet to lock it in place. The key to success here is to properly tension the thread around the frame of the net. Remember, you want to make sure that you don't apply too much tension, but again, you don't want it to be too loose either. The tension you want is for the band of the net bag to be snug but not tight against the frame. To tension the net, go back to where you started and grab the strand of thread between the first two grommets and pull the slack out, working section by section in the same direction that you threaded the net bag on. Do this all the way around the net. And once again, it might take going around a couple of times to get the tension just right. The last step is tying the final knot. Take the excess thread that is coming out of the final grommet and bring it above the next grommet up. Keep in mind through this final step, it's very important to maintain the appropriate tension. And what you're going to do here is tie a simple half hitch above the grommet to secure that tension and lock it in place. To finalize the entire process, take your pick of whatever finishing knot you're most comfortable with, whether that be a double overhand, a clinch knot, whatever knot you like. For a little bit of added security, the tag end of the finishing knot can be burned so it doesn't fray. As you can see, as long as you take your time and follow these steps, replacing your net bag is relatively simple no matter which net you're working with. If you have additional questions, our customer service team can be contacted via phone or email. Or as always, visit your local Sims retailer.